During this video, we will talk about how my price expectations for XRP have changed over time. Because I have always spoken in a manner that is rather conservative, my figures range from 3 to 650. In light of the fact that we are integrating a significant amount of data, may I ask where I think we are going to end up? These are the topics that will be covered in our conversation. The final bullish remark I will make is my projection for XRP, which is a worry-free forecast. Bitcoin is likely to be the topic of discussion at the very top. There are individuals that, much like a lock, have a lock number for Bitcoin, and we are just going to take a step back and see where this video goes from there. Simply allow it to take place. Yes, but none of the scripts will be pre-written. In this conversation, we are addressing the audience, the crowd that is outside, and the people that are enthusiastic about cryptocurrencies. The only thing I have here is a microphone and myself, so without further ado, I will ask that you remain calm and make yourself comfortable. All right, let's get started. During the final day, the value of Bitcoin has dropped by 85%. In the past 24 hours, the price of Ethereum has dropped by around 1%, reaching a low of $3,828 and a high of $7,949. Additionally, the USDC is currently trading below the dollar pegs due to the fact that, despite the fact that it was trading at $1 this morning, it has already declined once more, as we have witnessed. One of the most important channels for the movement of money into and out of cryptocurrency marketplaces is 52 cents. That is absolutely correct, particularly in the area where we do not want to see it. The red is appearing at a percentage of 68% in the red. All the same, what are your plans? Would you be aware that this is the result that it achieves? In this way, it affects all of us, the people. Where do we decide to go from here? Given that the present market value of cryptocurrencies is $2 trillion. I'm going to tell you the truth about this situation. In my opinion, there will be a short-term drop to the downside, possibly somewhere between 65 and 67,000. Following that, I believe that Bitcoin will begin to increase in value and will finally reach $74,000. I have no doubt in my mind that this is not going to take place. It is important to take note that I have previously mentioned XRP 100 times. It will be rephrased as 101. I believe that the bottom has been reached for XRP. It is possible that we could have wick at about 45 or 43, according to my perspective. However, nobody really understood those wicks, which were located at the bottom right corner. Is there a possibility that it does have a modest retreat here? Are you going to kick yourself? Then nevertheless, if you buy XRP for 52.30 or 48 cents. If the year 2025 is your goal, then definitely not. Currently, where is the price of XRP? There is a possibility that it will reach 42, 52, 62, or 72. When all is said and done, none of it will be worth it. Total arrangement of everything. Those are found among us. There is XRP on that list, but we also have Bitcoin and all of the other cryptocurrencies. Having said that, I hope you will take a moment to read this review and let me know whether my man, Joseph, at this very moment, I am completely unaware of who Joseph is. But I want you to know how much I appreciate you buying the cup when you Swift. Is this a playing on words? Do you think he is trying to criticize Swift with his delivery? In my opinion, he is of the highest possible quality. Ripple Winkle is my name. You be damned right, he never fails to do things right. I do, all of you. With these officers, we are really killing it, and because it is summer, you get to have the most beautiful lid. Considering that it is inscribed with it, it will not be removed. Please find attached a picture of my sad child wearing the cast. On it, you can make out dinosaurs if you look at it very carefully. The veterinarian was the one we needed to see. It came as a complete surprise that he was actually very, very good. I am aware that his cast was removed, that there is currently nothing covering it, that there are staples exposed, that he has a little cone placed over his head to prevent him from licking it, and that he is still very sedated. All of these things are true. It is also referred to as anterior cruciate ligament surgery, ACL surgery. It belongs to him. The other limb, the second one, was in his possession. So, those of you who have been following me in the past 2 years will remember that it was a total nightmare. Given that it is now on the opposite leg, it is possible that my man is retreating. The only thing he wants is to go outside. It is completely ludicrous that he would rather go for a walk than use the restroom whenever he needs to. I've never seen him retain a poop for such a long period of time. It is his wish that I take him to his preferred location, but he is unable to walk at this time. As soon as the temperature drops tonight, I will put him in the automobile. I am going to take him to the site that he enjoys the most. The swimming pool located within the clubhouse of the condominiums in which I reside, with the expectation that he will go and cut some grass. The dusty crypto team believes that you already have a lot of money. It is not true that you are poor. Remember that he is absolutely right. All of us are pre-wealthy and pre-cryptocurrency. If you are now invested in cryptocurrencies, you are extremely wealthy. It won't be long before you end up with a lot of money. My apologies for my English, or should I say that I apologize for my French? In my opinion, it appears to be an excuse, my fellow French folks. To this point, there has been no sighting. On the 1st of June, I used my camera to take a photo of the cryptocurrency markets. That is something that I shall demonstrate to you in 3 months. This is the amount of money that is going to be invested in this market, and nobody will know where these markets are going to go in the next 6 months or a year, being on the point of losing one's mind. It is completely insane, and I really hope that you are ready for it. Let me grab this, Gensler. I need it. Let's find out what Weaseling is marketing around in order to maintain the integrity of faces. Before moving on to the topic of XRP's expense. Okay, alright, let's get started with the forecasts. Polkadot Cordena, if possible. The unchangeable osmosis of the universe A. Bonk, Ronan during our sushi trading session, my neighbor Alice and I had traded millions of dollars. It is currently in the millions of dollars that I am discussing. How about we trade sushi for an exchange-traded fund ETF or something else entirely? In my opinion, osmosis is a form of commerce, while bone refers to a natural phenomenon. Wouldn't it be nice if we had some milligary? The amount of money involved here is in the millions, and these items are traded. Enable me to speak more generally about the current status of the cryptocurrency markets without criticizing anyone based on their use of these tokens, regardless of whether or not they are included. If you possess a product of some kind, please be so kind as to enable me to do so. On top of that, you have not been provided with the disclosures from tokens that you require in order to make educated judgments on your investments, and that are also required by legal requirements. In the context of modern securities market, this is an essential concept. The Securities and Exchange Commission will celebrate its 90th birthday tomorrow. Is this the kind of president that we have? This commission was founded by Roosevelt in order to guarantee that investors receive disclosure, which is something that is sometimes absent in the Bitcoin markets. Moreover, that cryptocurrency exchanges like this one on the New York Stock Exchange are suitably regulated to protect against manipulation and fraud while maintaining their status as non-trading platforms against these cryptocurrency exchanges and you. The New York Stock Exchange would never allow Jim to behave in such a manner, but he is doing it anyway. Because of our laws, you are not allowed to work against your customers, and as a consequence, you have watched bankruptcies in this field. Some of the most prominent players in this industry are either currently incarcerated, on the verge of going to jail, or are waiting to be extradited. To be fair, that is not the greatest possible scenario for them, but it is also not the best possible scenario for business investors. A field is the subject of your investment. I am sorry to inform you that you are not currently receiving the proper disclosure. Securities are available for anyone to purchase. It's true. Nothing but names is what I'm talking about here. You are aware of how hilarious that is? That is correct. In reality, there are a few individuals present in this room. You should have their names. If something were to spontaneously take the form of an A coin, it would be completely illogical. Each of you possesses coins. Let me apologize, we do not do that. It is necessary for there to be a Kramer coin. Whereas there is no such thing, I really hope that it is registered properly. To be honest, I wasn't going to bring it up because as of right now, it's nothing more than a pump and dump like, whoa, that's like Kramer coin. I had intended to avoid talking about that, but whatever the case may be, I will now. Excuse me, may I please enter? There is a limited amount of time left, people. Alas,